Hello there. Welcome to the basement. So earlier today, I was scrolling through the Den of Nerds Discord, Nerdbenders, and I saw a Twitter post that someone had shared from the Direct, saying that the Kingpin and Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman still have their rights shared by Sony and Marvel. And I was like, what? No one has seen diddly squat for Jessica Drew in live action, and the last time we all saw the Kingpin, he spent 3 seasons on Netflix with the Daredevil, and then popped up on Disney Plus in the Hawkeye show. When that's straight MCU, and the Netflix really doesn't have anything to do with Sony. So, what's going on with those two? So I decided to pop over to the Direct article and see what's what. So, the actual title of the Direct article is 2 Spider-Man characters are now stuck in Disney and Sony rights issues. This is by Russ Milheim, and he posted that puppy this morning. He begins. Despite Disney-owned Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures playing nice with each other on Tom Holland's ultra-successful Spidey trilogy, there are still Spider-Man characters who are in a strange spot with their rights being owned by both parties. The relationship between the 2 studios and the deal they have has been a point of fascination amongst both Marvel fans and the film community as a whole. Yeah. The companies made history in February 2015 when they first decided to work together so that Spider-Man could be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and continue to do so moving into Phase 5. Big studios sharing IP amongst each other is simply unheard of, yet these 2 titans not only did it, but did so successfully. Despite the relationship nearly falling apart after Spider-Man Far From Home, a new deal was struck in late 2019 that led to the generational event that was No Way Home. And that ain't no bullshit. No Way Home was badass. It also opened up the doors for Tom Holland to appear in another yet-to-be-named MCU project, Secret Wars, alongside what seems to be some unspecified stipulations regarding Sony's own Spider-Man universe. Yeah, so at least those of us who are Nerdventures have heard all kinds of stuff about this because Josh has been gushing about it for 3 days, which is awesome. I'm not going into the details. He's got a video. Go watch it. Moving on. Despite each studio sharing their respective IPs with one another, it's now been revealed that 2 key Spider-Man characters remain co-owned by both parties, making use of them interesting, to say the least. The Direct got our hands on the new Spider-Man-centric book With Great Power, we've never heard that one before, from author Sean O'Connell, which revealed 2 characters who still have shared rights between Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios. The first character still wrapped up in these dealings is Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. While Kingpin is mostly known as a Spider-Man villain, in recent years he's almost become even more associated with Daredevil, thanks to his 3-season stint over on Netflix's Daredevil. He recently crossed over into Disney Plus's Hawkeye and will next be seen in Echo. The last time Sony used the character in live action was for the 2003 Daredevil film. Ah yes, that gem starring Ben Affleck and and Michael Duncan as Clark Duncan as Kingpin. And I am brain farting on what's her fuzz's name who did Elektra. She's doing all the credit card commercials now. Holy crap. Anyway, Fisk was also used as the main antagonist in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, though it's important to point out that the rights regarding animation compared to live action are very different. The second of these shared characters is none other than Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman. The character has not yet seen an adaptation in live action yet, although a project has been rumored to be in the works under director Olivia Wilde for the character. It's unclear if the project will be part of Sony's Spider-Man universe or the MCU. The character will, however, be appearing in animated form in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, as played by Issa Rae. With Great Power, which covers everything a fan should know about Spider-Man on the big screen, is now available to purchase online. Good to know. Despite the ownership of Kingpin supposedly being shared between Sony and Marvel, there hasn't been any attempt by Sony to use the character. Marvel Studios, however, has been hard at work bringing Wilson Fisk back into the MCU story. Given how popular he is, Fisk's presence in the MCU is only going to get stronger. Well, one would freaking hope. As for Spider-Woman, the project has mostly had radio silence for a long while. However, most recently, rumored director Olivia Wilde alluded in an interview that she does, quote, have access to those tools of the Marvel Universe, end quote. Though those words could be interpreted in multiple ways. Yeah, I mean, that still leaves it wide open to be either Sony or, straight Marvel over on Disney Plus and Papa Feige. Oddly enough, Sony Pictures does have a Madam Web movie in production. Yeah, it's odd. Which is rumored to include several incarnations of Spider-Woman as key characters. However, Jessica isn't among those rumored. Only time will tell if Marvel and Sony could end up working together for another character outside of Peter Parker himself, or if the two will get into a tussle regarding one of the shared ones, such as Drew. Marvel Studios' next project, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, will be hitting theaters on Friday, November 11th. Oh yeah! Wakanda Forever, can't wait for that. I'm bringing a lot of tissue. Y'all should too. So, Wilson Fisk and Jessica Drew are technically being shared still. I honestly have no idea why Sony is giving Feige and company such free reign with Wilson Fisk. Not that I mind, of course, because Vincent D'Onofrio's portrayal of the Kingpin, both on Netflix and, in the little bit we saw from Hawkeye, is fucking fantastic. But yeah, the only thing I can personally think of is, Sony may want to yank them back over once they get their own Spider-Verse going, because evidently they have a whole crap ton of plans to incorporate all kinds of Spider characters into a Spider-Geddon kind of event, it would seem. So they may want to yank him, over into just their little Spider-Verse for that kind of thing. Hopefully they don't use him as some kind of idiotic power play move, trying to get some kind of leverage. That would be annoying, and somehow, some way, Feige would end up stomping them into the ground one way or another. I have no doubt about this whatsoever. As for shared ownership of Jessica Drew, like the article said, we haven't seen her in live action yet to date. The possibility of seeing her in live action is barely more than a rumor right now. No, I can't say that Marvel doesn't mess with animated, because we got X-Men 97 coming out. Oh, yes! Mutants. I cannot wait for Mutants, but setting that aside. Because they got X-Men 97, and then they've got, obviously Visions. Well, that's Star Wars. What If? And then they got Spider-Man Freshman Year coming too. So, which again is going to be some kind of variant of specifically Tom Holland's Spider-Man character, Peter Parker. So, yeah, it's just kind of interesting that Sony's done diddly squat with Kingpin in 19 years, and evidently has had no desire to do so, and still has no desire to do so that anyone has heard enough about to put on the interwebs. And again, Jessica Drew's just kind of floating around out there. She'll be in Across the Spider-Verse, which will be cool. How that's coming out is sounding pretty dope. But yeah, the question just remains: how big of an impact are these shared rights going to be in the future? Basically, that's all just going to depend on how persnickety Sony gets about it. So, but yeah, just a little bit of news for us to ponder and twist our noodles over, see what we can come up with, that kind of thing. So, yeah, that'll be it for this time. Speaking of Spider-Man stuff, the Spider-Man game that came out originally for the PS4, and I thought the PS5 is still quite popular. I see things out there on the interwebs still indicating it's quite a popular game. And if you enjoy watching games being streamed, go check out my guy, Justified MF. That's a capital J, USTIFIED, capital M, capital F, all one word. He does a lot of cool gaming streams. He's very personable, very interactive with his chat. Go check him out. Yeah, because you'll never get gaming stuff here because I suck at games, so I don't play much. And I definitely don't talk about it when I do. It's embarrassing. So, yeah, that'll be it for this one. I hope everyone's doing well. Like I always say, it's always a good time to